I am absolutely shook from the results of this product. I cannot wait for you to see how this goes. So this is actually a review of a conditioner. I start by wetting my hair thoroughly. Now here's just a little tip. If you want to try a new product, any new product, find the place wherever it fits in your routine, whether you're trying a deep conditioner or a shampoo, for example, this one. Today I'm using the Pureology. None of this is sponsored. I'm using the Pureology Strength Cure. I love this conditioner. It is sulfate free, but it does not feel like a sulfate free because while it does leave your hair very soft, it does lather very quickly, and I usually never need more than 2 washes. So I'm shampooing my hair in twists because as you can see, they are very loose and I will be able to thoroughly wash my hair and get all my strands clean even though I'm using the conditioner, even though I'm using the shampoo. So as I was saying, if let's say you are testing out a new shampoo, use it exactly the same way you would use your best working shampoo, because that is the best way to give a product a fair chance to actually work well. If you try something new and fancy with a product, it might not turn out the way you like, and it might be because you changed up your routine instead of just sticking to exactly what you do, unless the product specifically says otherwise. Like if it says, use this conditioner, but do not shampoo your hair, do not do this, then by all means follow the rules. But if it is a standard product like a deep conditioner or a shampoo, all you need to do is use it exactly as you would normally use any other similar product. So as you can see now, I am on my second wash because this is what I always do before I deep condition my hair. Sometimes I do a co-wash, but when I'm testing a new product, I need my strands to be extremely clean, free of any buildup or any other products, so that I know that no other products on my hair is manipulating the result of what the products will be. So you can see my hair is completely covered in shampoo from root to tip, and now I'm just rinsing it out. I know the water pressure is a little bit low and you can't really see it, but I am using water from the shower head and I'm just rinsing all the conditioner out, every single bit, before we move on to the star of the show for this video, which is the deep conditioner, which I will be applying on hair that is not twisted. So first off, I always do conditioner when my hair is dripping, soaking wet, because I do have very thick hair. So the deep conditioner I'm testing out today is the Oribe Moisture and Control Deep Treatment Mask. And it basically is supposed to do exactly what it says. It's supposed to be moisturizing. It's supposed to be a deep treatment that can control frizz and help your hair be very hydrated. So I'm using a very generous amount because that's usually the amount I would use out of any product. So even though this product is very expensive, I still go ahead and use the same amount I would usually use, only because for conditioner specifically, I tend to think more is more rather than less is more. And then when I see how my hair reacts to it, then I decide if next time I should use less. And for sure, next time I will use less because it really did absorb into my hair perfectly. It is a very, very thick product, but once you rub it into your hands, it actually becomes very, very light. It's not thick like any of the Amika deep conditioners if you've ever tried those. This is not sponsored, like I said. So it's similar when you just lift it up. When you touch it, it's similar to the Amika ones, but once you rub it in, it's actually quite a thinner consistency, but still thick enough for my very thick hair because my hair loves thick, deep conditioners. If you have fine hair or less hair than me, you probably need even less than half of what I used. So I always like to twist my product in only because, like I said, my hair is thick. So twisting the product kind of helps force the product all the way into my hair. And you can see it kind of squeezed out. In case there's any little areas where I missed out, doing that twist will just kind of mash all the product into my hair and push it in as much as possible. So what I did to that first section is what I'm doing to every other section. And you notice one thing here, I am not detangling with any combs or anything. I am only using my fingers. This is simply because once I'm done with this entire process, I did decide to put my hair in a braid out, or let me say I put it in braids for a couple days. And by the end of this video, you see what the braid out turned out like, even though I didn't use any styling products. So because of that, whenever I do braids, I like to thoroughly detangle my hair with a tangle teaser. So here I will only do finger detangling all the way through the moisturizing until when I did the braids, which I did off camera, but I did detangle with a tangle teaser then. Here you can see me put a little bit more conditioner on my hairline and just sort of in the middle of my head there, and that is simply because my hair is driest and most people's hair is driest and the weakest at the hairline. And then in that middle line there, I usually style my hair in the middle part And so I always make sure I put a little extra product in that area to make sure that that hair is super protected. So now I'm just throwing on a plastic bag. You can, of course, use what you're supposed to use, a shower cap. But I just put this over my head because it's what I had. I went under heat for about 30 minutes, and this is what my hair looked like after. It looks pretty much the same. It just feels warm. You can't really feel a difference on camera. But here I was feeling my hair, and honestly, at this moment, my hair kind of felt a little bit rough and not like extremely moisturized. But guys, I was shook. I didn't know what was happening. And it's because I have never felt my hair feel like this. My curls were so defined. You can see the look of shock on my face. My hair has never ever been this defined. Like it's still frizzy, especially in the upper areas and closer to the middle of my head. But I have never had such defined curls, especially like with no gel or anything like that. And honestly, especially the bottom section of my hair, even with a hair gel, it has never defined like that. So I was a little confused at the beginning. Like, look at those curls. They are so defined. I was a little confused in the beginning because I was like, why does my hair feel like a little rough? It was just feeling slightly bumpy because they were defined curls. Sorry, I got confused. There was a bird by my window. Anyway, so now I'm using my leave-in conditioner and I'm separating every section into 2 or 3 so that I can moisturize my hair in smaller sections because that is what I prefer. Again, here you can see that I am separating my hair and I am just only finger detangling because I will be using a tangle teaser in the future. Not actually a tangle teaser. It's the brush you can see in the back there from Coco and Eve. That is my new favorite detangling tool. And here again, I was just so shocked because I could feel that my hair was so like smooth and slippery. And I know it's not the leave-in conditioner doing this because I've used this conditioner many times. And while it is great for making your hair feel strong and soft and moisturized, it never makes my hair feel smooth. The only product that really makes my hair feel smooth is Olaplex. Usually after I use the Bond Smoother, it makes your hair feel so nice and soft and smooth. This leave-in conditioner doesn't do that, so I know all that response of my hair was because of the conditioner, and I am just so amazed by how it feels. So here you can see with the front sections, I have way more hair. So because I have more hair here, I'm actually dividing my hair into 3 instead of 2, simply because, again, I do have a lot of hair. Usually I would actually divide my hair into more twists, but the reason why I only need to do 3 twists per section is because, like I said, I'm going to be doing braids later. And if I feel like any part of my hair is feeling a little dry, I can just go ahead and add a little bit more leave-in conditioner as I do that moisturizing. That little curl at the back just always stays like that. There's nothing I can do about it. So now after my leave-in, I do what I always do, which is put a bag over my head again, as if it's a deep conditioning session. But I do this with my leave-in. I go under heat for 20 minutes. And then I like to put this towel, it's also from Coco and Eve, and I just wrap it around to catch any dripping water so that if I don't go under heat immediately, I can move around the house for however long I want to do before I go under heat. And this just looks a little bit more put together. So the next day, or actually a couple days later, honestly, I think it was 3 or 4 days later, I started to unravel the braids that I did, and you can see the braids look so smooth. There is very little frizz. I was just wiping the excess oil that was on my hands there. This was actually like 2 days before my wash day. And this is what my hair looks like right after taking out of the braids that I left it in. I did not put any styling product like a gel or anything. It was just my regular leave-in and a little bit of oil that I put this morning. So it is now time for my final thoughts, okay? Is this deep conditioner worth $63? Because that is a lot of money. My hair has never been less frizzy before. I know. You might be thinking, your hair is full of frizz right now. What are you talking about? My hair is full of frizz right now. But relative to how my hair frizzes up in the past, this is perfect. My hair feels like so smooth. There is much less frizz than usual across the entire shaft. And my hair feels soft at the same time. It does not feel dry at all. My hair feels amazing and it looks amazing. Because it's super like smooth and everything, I feel like even the shine is more. Now, does it feel like it's $63 worth of amazing, more than any other product I have used? With the frizz part, yes. With the softening and like deep conditioning where my hair feels amazing, To be honest, it's very comparable to one of my favorite deep conditioners, which is by Amika, which is also expensive, but it is less than half of the price of this one. It's about $28 to $30 for about the same size. So when it comes to how my hair feels in terms of conditioning and feeling soft and manageable, I would say it's comparable to the Amika one. But no product ever has ever made my hair feel less frizzy than this one, okay? It smells like a cologne. And then here's one part that I just have to explain that I feel like is one of the main reasons why you'd want this, okay? When it comes to hair products and a bunch of other things, in general, you'd say, I don't care what it looks like, I just want it to do the job. It's the same thing kind of with perfume. Like if you had an amazing smelling perfume, but it came in the ugliest packaging ever, you probably would not be drawn to it or you wouldn't want to have it displayed, even if it smelled nice, right? So a lot of money that goes into especially really high-end perfumes is it's mostly based on the packaging, okay? An extremely fancy bottle, the color of the perfume, like everything together is what makes it. It's just not one thing. And I think that a lot of what Oribe has done is they have truly made a luxurious hair product. I honestly don't know any other product, any other hair product that looks more luxurious than this. If you are like me and you are naturally drawn to the more bougie, expensive looking things side of life, then you'll be very attracted to this product. You can't deny that this packaging is extremely beautiful. You want it to be on display. Even when it's finished, you would hope you find something else to put in here just so it can look as beautiful. And honestly, when this finishes, I am not going to throw it away because most of my leave-in conditioners that work well look very basic. You best believe I'm going to put my leave-in conditioner in here and use it because this looks beautiful. It's literally like an emerald. It is like a huge emerald and it's kind of clear, but not really. And then it has this gold binding around it. And then you have the Oribe logo here, which just looks so luxurious. And I think that a lot of the price also includes the luxury of just having the product in general. When it comes to treating yourself and pampering yourself, using luxury products actually adds to that. And this also has a very sensorial experience with it smelling like a really like good cologne. Even with the lid on, I can still smell it. So if you don't like strong smelling things or you like conditioners that have completely no scent, this is not the one for you because it smells like an expensive cologne, okay? I personally like that. And even though I have a terrible sense of smell, I can smell this one, okay? It's definitely worth it. When I look at this one with the Chanel logo on it, the beautiful packaging on the inside, the swirl, it just feels amazingly luxury, okay? The product is amazing, but would you say the product by itself is actually worth the expensive price on it? I don't think so. If it wasn't Chanel and it was just a random product, you might pick one that's around half the price. But the entirety of the product itself is what earns it its price tag. Now, while they did send this to me, here's the question. Would I repurchase this? To be honest, I have not used this long enough for me to know if I would repurchase it, okay? And if you know anything about hair care, it's kind of similar to skincare. You might get amazing results the first time you use it and the second time you use it, and then later on down the line, you feel like it just doesn't do much. It just kind of stays the same. Or if you're using something like a chemical exfoliator or vitamin C or niacinamide, the first few times you use it, you'll be like, wow, my skin feels amazing. And then after you use it consistently for like 2 months, then you'll see the real change and you'll be like, oh my God, this is life changing. I have to repurchase it. So to give you an honest answer, I will get back to you when I'm like halfway through the product because it is very thick and you don't need too much. When I'm about halfway through this product, I will give you the update to say whether it got much better, whether it stayed the same, or there's not much difference. Now, if I was thinking of buying a luxury hair product, because that's what it is, you don't go into the store and be like, my hair's been feeling a little dry and I just want to get anything that will make it feel a little better, and you don't know what's wrong with your hair, don't go for this or any product that costs this much unless you just have money to blow, because it's expensive to be testing things like this. But once you know what your hair likes and you're actually looking for a high-end hair product in the same way you'd go out looking for high-end makeup, I would highly recommend it. I think it is very worth trying out. I think you would love the results. But this nor any other hair product is a miracle worker, okay? There are very few things that are like, oh my God, this works amazingly, but it's not a miracle. If your hair is severely damaged and severely dry, the problem might be like your diet or something else, and you might be looking to be like, let me get the most expensive thing I can find, and it's probably gonna fix my hair. It probably won't, okay? This is just like a little addition to that. I have truly enjoyed it. I am going to continue enjoying it, and make sure you hit the subscribe button right down there to make sure you see my update of what I think and whether I would repurchase it, and watch the video on the side of the screen right here if you'd like to see any of my older videos. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye!